Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Serious Strategy Gamer and we are returning to Master of Command. We're gonna chase this enemy army here, but I think... Wait a minute. Where did it go? Where did it go? It was just there and now it's gone. Well, that's interesting. Okay. We've got some stuff to buy here, I believe. Right. It's fantastic to see this good stuff appearing for us. So, just checking it. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, no, that's grenades. Okay. That was something different. Right, but still, I mean, fantastic stuff to be had over here. So, in the barracks, of course. Yeah, okay. Right, let's start by this. Coffee rations, as you guys know, I love my coffee rations. They give you better reload speed and the movement speed is nice. That is excellent coffee. Now, you all have... You've good coffee, but on the other hand, it wouldn't really do you any good because, yeah, that just wouldn't be any better. You guys have excellent tea. Accuracy 8, reload 6. I could give the tea to you. And that would basically push us over, right? I mean, it would reduce your accuracy quite a bit. But increase your movement speed? Okay, I'm not too sold on that. Well, I love the coffee. I just love coffee. That's just how it is. Okay, let's sell this stuff first to see how much money we really have. Like the veterancy gain, I would tend to like these boots. I might not need to keep all of this stuff around, right? Let's sell all of this. We've got a little bit more than 1,000 talers. Reload speed and stamina. Reload plus 10. Reload plus 12 and plus 6 accuracy. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. We have to buy that. This is also tempting, but this is just a no-brainer. Just let's start with that. Yeah, that's plus 2 reload and plus 2 accuracy compared to what we've got right now. Yeah, that will easily push you over. So the question is, how are we gonna balance that a little bit better? We're down to the point where they don't actually. It's just sort of two things already pushes them much over where they need to be. You know what, if we remove this and remove that, but give you this, you're already over the reload that we need. And basically freed up one slot. Where we can give you, for example, this stuff. Not the best, but... Oh, by the way, we need to definitively sell these things because they are not going to be required anymore. Yeah, so that is lovely. We've just freed up a slot. Reload 6, reload 8. Okay. That's not going to be better for you. You guys are doing fine. I guess we could give you the ramrods. That would free up this stuff. I don't think that's what we need right now. How about you all, guys? You definitely need the veterancy gain, I like that. Accuracy? Accuracy is good to keep, but we don't need it. Yeah, but on the other hand, we can't really switch that out. I would love to gain something that I can that I can hand over to these guys. And that's gonna be useful. Reload plus 6. We need to buy more slots on some of these guys. You know what? Prussian Musketeers, you guys should have the ramrods. Give you the stamina things actually, because that's slightly better. To gain veterancy, because that allows us to basically run people down. That is going to be it. You guys all really want to get leveled up. You've got all of the good stuff anyway. Yeah, but reload plus... Yeah, okay. Let's do it like this. I think that's good. We're gonna give that to these guys, or some... Well, these are just cavalry boots. Morale and stamina. I don't think you need the stamina. No, we can't give that to you anyway. Okay, you're gonna get the stamina. We've got more earthworks, which ultimately I think I would like to give to all of these people. So, yeah, that is gonna still be useful. So I keep all of this stuff over here. And the veterancy gain, yeah, I don't think we can apply that to anyone who doesn't, like, kind of have it already. I mean, I would like to get you to at least veteran musketeers, but that's going to be soon going to be the case anyway. You just need around 300 more there. So, oh, we can do it for now. We can keep it for now. No, you know what? We're going to sell it and buy other fancy stuff. Let's go buy other fancy stuff. Right, we can go to the town square and sell stuff off here because they had still some money left. Gonna get the bland stuff away. That away. Good. On our cavalry. Yes, sooner or later we might buy more things, and the riding boots are going to be able to slot in there, so that's also going to be okay. I generally like the herbs, so we're going to keep that for now, although we might go for slightly better herbs. It's basically 10% better, and especially on you guys, since you've got already this excellent guy, I think that would basically just... I like to double down on some of these advantages. By the way, we still haven't bought the coffee. Excellent grenades. I don't like the micro that's involved with that. Canister shot plus 25%. 20. Not worthwhile, I think. Maybe if we get excellent stuff there. Ammo consumption minus 35%. That could be potentially useful, but we've got that on you. We've got minus 55 there, so that's a no. No, I think we're not gonna buy any of this stuff. I would like that on the Grenadiers, but it's gonna be maybe the herbs, maybe the coffee. The reload. One thing I need to check. So, in achievements, in Prussia, we need to have 8 ramrods. Does this count as a ramrod? I think so. So, we've got 1, 2, 3. None of you guys have that? 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1 more. 1 more and we get that. Question is, does it need to be... Can it be this? I don't think that would count. This would be nice. This would also be nice, by the way. Reload plus 8. I think we are especially looking at some of our guys. You actually have the reload. I would love to give that to these people here. Okay, you know what? We're going to buy that. Because these guys are down to 16 seconds reload speed on an artillery howitzer. Just a 6-pounder, but I do like it a lot. Accuracy, stamina, move speed. You don't need that. I would love to keep the ammo consumption. On the other hand, your movement speed is super slow at this point. But 13 seconds. Just imagine shooting an artillery piece every 13 seconds. You know what? We don't want to get you too slow. Let's spend the money. I think that's fine. Town square. Quartermaster. Anything else? 10 reload is really fantastic. And we have stuff that is only reload. It's 160. Let's buy it. Let's buy it. And these guys are going to get it, of course. And then who else can we give that to? Who hasn't got a ramrod yet? You guys don't? Let's give you that. That should actually fulfill the achievement, I think. Maybe next time we're in battle or something like that. Okay, we don't have that much more money, but a little bit. I am tempted to buy... You know what? Let's at least buy a couple of people here. Do we fill our ranks? Yeah, and I think we're going to buy one more. That leaves us at a very low number. But if we replenish our forces next time we beat an army, I think we're going to be alright. So we don't need to spend that much more on that. Anything else then that I want to take? No. You know what? Let's do it. I just like the coffee. And I do like the herbs. Let's sell these herbs for that. Fine. And switch that around a little bit. You guys switch that. That's okay. Anyone else has bad coffee? You guys have good coffee. Accuracy +8 reload. I don't want to get rid of the accuracy. Your accuracy is too bad anyway. Anyone have... You've got... You can take that to coffee. We're going to keep that coffee around for sure. And I guess we can sell it. I'm fine with that. Let's do it. Right. Other than that, maybe buy a bit of this because it's really, really cheap. Okay, there we go. There's a fort over here. There is a slum over there. Let's go to the slums. Maybe we can get another unit. Pay for local intelligence. All patrol armies revealed. Every army revealed. Hire them for sabotage. Or just get them. No. Well, delaying them is tempting. But I would like to reveal every enemy. And the reason for that is because these guys do give us quite a couple of benefits. And that's lovely. Okay, so we've got just one left sort of in the far west. One is just right next to us here. No, sorry, that's us actually. One is right next to us in Naugard. Another in Kolberg. There's the headquarter. Got a smaller one there. And another one over here. Oh, and one down there. Interesting. Yeah. But that means we can now try to catch them, and I would very much love to do that. So, let's do that. Okay, maybe let's go to Naugard itself first, see what we can buy there. Get these guys first. Right, I know it's not the most interesting thing to see me buy stuff, but still like it. It's min-maxing, and it's good min-maxing, I think. Trenching tools, I would love to buy these slightly better stuff. Who's that? You guys. Well, you've got already good shepherd deck. Can we have someone with entrenchment tools? It's alright. We don't need that. Tables. I mean, what have we got? We just do have all decent stuff anyway. 12, 18, 10, 10. I mean, 10-16 is better than 10-10. I mean, on the Cuirassiers, 12-18 is... The Dragoon Swords, 230 for 12-12. It is better. Doesn't break the bank. But we don't really have that much money. Gonna get rid of the Potsdams. I think we're going to earn more guns over time. Do it. Maybe slightly better sabers. I like that. Good. Okay. Without further ado, I think we're done here. Let's engage an army at least this episode. Yeah, you're trying to run away, but you're trying to run away right to where we want to be, to Kolberg actually. 2 artillery pieces, lots of hussars. So we need to be careful about their counter charges, and a number of grenadiers. So they might be tempted to go melee against us. We're going to try to shoot them before they do that. We might actually take out their gun. Because it's just 2 guns, we might take them out. What we've got. I like the setup that we employed last time around, where we minimized casualties at least a little bit. And I don't think we actually need to... So if we... Yeah, well, let's fight the battle. Right, we're going to try to get into this line over there with our infantry. Line infantry, that is. Wait a minute. Did I pick 5? I just want you guys. Line infantry goes there. The light infantry is there too. They're going to filter through. Our cavalry, we're going to keep them in reserve. Just behind that. Artillery pieces also right here. So we're going to form one massive blob. And then the grenadiers. You guys. I'm going to take 2 of you to the left. You don't have an officer anyway. You don't need to be concentrated. And 2 of you. We might actually keep the Freikorps Jägers back. At least the ones who've got pretty good... so far on the back. Okay, that didn't work out as intended. Right, at least the ones who've got good experience, we're going to keep them back a little bit. Still going to pull them up over here so that we have good cover if we need it. These guys up a little bit. Freikorps Musketeers. And let's try to get you in the town and the Fusiliers. Keep you in reserve behind that. Really just... You're really only there to gain some experience if that develops, and protect our flanks against their cavalry. I think should work. Knock on wood. These are kind of famous last words. Okay, you know what? One hussars there, dragoons over here. I can accelerate. Right, you guys can all unlimber. Right. First shots are coming in against them, of course. Let's try to get the field artillery. The field artillery, please. Maybe I should shoot the cavalry. Probably that's going to cause more damage, right? We'll see. They're surprisingly far away behind there. I did not expect that to happen. We've pretty much exhausted ourselves advancing over here. I'm hoping that they can recover a little bit of their stamina. But you also need to get into position there. Right, we're going to place you on the wings here. Some artillery just came in there, but that's okay, I suppose. You need to spread out at least a little bit. Get you in the town too. Did I tell you to run? Didn't even notice. Okay, Freikorps Jägers. We get a bit to the front, maybe see if we can shoot the artillery. We've been having fairly good successes with that. Reason for that mostly being the accuracy, move speed, fire, receive damage here is better. Okay, I think they're advancing against us, but that's alright. You guys are starting to catch your breath a little bit, that's good too. I suppose you guys can shorten your front there a little bit. Freikorps Jägers. Interesting to see that they are not engaging us right away. Ooh, but look at our artillery. I think very soon they're going to make the experience that this is not nice for them. And speaking of not nice for them, I think our Jägers are too exposed here to the enemy, to the cavalry of these. Right. Actually, I didn't even notice that river over there. That's fantastic. That's a good blocker against enemy cavalry like that. Freikorps Hussars, Cuirassiers. I would like to play around with my dragoons a little bit. You can... What's your range, by the way? 156. So, okay, their heavy infantry is outranging us. Our Jägers. Not good. But I suppose it's okay. You guys are all shooting, that's fine, that's fantastic. Keep you a little bit to the rear because I really don't want you to shoot too much. Interesting to see them advancing so slowly. Okay, you guys are really not that well positioned. You guys are going to be a bit in the open, but I think it's going to be alright. Especially with the Dragoons. Okay, their line needs to come up. Again, the main objective here is to gain some experience, but also to minimize casualties. See, we are taking some. That's okay. 3 enemy cavalry there. And it appears like these grenadiers are going to chase our cavalry. Yeah, it seems like they're at least guarding against that. Don't want to move too far ahead because their hussars are moving this way too. So that's not ideal. Okay, we broke the enemy artillery there, so that's nice. In that case, let's actually shoot at the hussars. Yeah. They've got good experience too. Okay, this is getting a bit too outflanked here for my liking. But yeah, I would have loved to play around with these guys a bit more, but no need for that. You guys are all engaging someone, that's good. Prussian lifeguards, I guess we can move you up a little bit. I am concerned about the artillery there. But I suppose that will need to be alright. Okay, Dragoons, move back fast. Freikorps Grenadiers, get into position fast. Got these guys to cover you, that's gonna be okay. Right, Jägers. We might actually be alright here. Let's see whether this cavalry charge will work. This one I think for sure won't. Well, I was thinking that, but apparently that's not the case. You guys need to run into that like that. Right. Let's take this. These guys are, I think, gonna be mauled as they're gonna come in. They're actually already wavering and potentially have been. Right, Grenadiers, you guys have grenades, right? Yeah, you do have grenades. These guys are coming in for you. So, let's throw them. How do I throw them? Okay, stop. Throw grenades. Right in front of you. Throw grenades. The left click or right click? Okay, that doesn't work out as I intended. Okay, Grenadiers. Come back into something resembling a line there. Freikorps Hussars. Move away. Dragoons. Get into line there. You're fine. You need to move up. Right hand side seems to be fine there. Get into an attack column. You guys can shoot these guys. Hussars need to run. The Dragoons want to get out of range really, please. Double time it. Shoot. You guys. Get ready. Shoot, 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 shoot. Okay, enemies is doing its thing. Come on, run. Run, you fools. Throw your grenades, please. Okay, look at their hussars there. I dislike to see that. Okay, grenades are in. Charge. Okay, the grenades did less than I anticipated. But they should start to melt here fairly quickly anyway. And sometimes it's a bit hard to tell when exactly they... Granzo Hussars. You're being shot. You can shoot yourself. You can charge yourself. I mean, I don't want to charge into Hussars without Dragoons, but they should beat them so quickly that they should win that. Right? And another nice win. Another bit of money, which we desperately needed. Good captured uniforms, some good cheese, some heavy jackets. All of that is very nice, but not really required. We lost around 900 men. I would love to gain more men, but again, we're going to be in a city soon. I don't know what that symbol means. I should have looked that up before. The ammo seems alright for now. So let's yet again try to increase our veterancy. And by the way, I'm hoping that it gets passed around to everyone who doesn't have veterancy yet. And not to everyone who has got that. Right, so yeah, we don't have the men, but our losses have been comparatively light anyway. So I think that's gonna be alright. I'm just clicking through everyone here, just sort of to check. So you guys, the Prussian Musketeers. As per usual, let's make sure that... That's fine. Do we want to move you to Grenadiers or Veteran Musketeers? I think to Veteran Musketeers. And the Freikorps Musketeers can actually become Freikorps Jägers. Again, before you do that, let's make sure that we're not wasting anything. Because that is a promotion that for sure we're gonna... No, you can't do that yet. You need one more. Never mind. Sorry. Stay right where... That leaves you guys. Again, there was an achievement, but I think that's 8 Grenadiers. Five officers, 6 elite armies, something, something, something. 8 regiments of Grenadiers. We would have only 4. I could slot in 1 over here. But on the other hand, you know what? We do want to take the Veteran Musketeers. There we go. Come on. Yeah, and I like the pink. There we go. That's good. Right. You're not ready for promotion yet. But on the other hand, our cavalry officer is. Let's hope for something good. Range, no. Cover, for sure not. Morale damage received. No, none of that is extremely useful for us, so I think we're going to be alright doing this. Briefly check on you guys and your stuff over here. Melee damage received -15, -20 at the cost of a bit of stamina. We might or might not want to do that. Let's actually get into the city and see whether we get a new officer. Need to beat that army too. And see... Ooh, there's quite a couple of people here. Some of them have... I would prefer someone who doesn't have a lot of promotions, to be quite honest. But yeah, so what have we got? We've got Leopold von Stuttenheim. Morale damage dealt. Combat effectiveness. Morale damage dealt is nice for our Grenadiers. This one isn't. Melee damage, stamina. Melee damage received plus 10% is not good. Melee damage plus 10% is good. Stamina is good. Combat effectiveness is okay. Morale damage dealt is not. He would potentially be a good Grenadier officer. Melee, yes. Range, yes, but at the cost of charge. Cover effectiveness. No, he's not it. Reload speed, yes please. Range, yes please. Cover, Melee damage, veterancy gain. Melee damage. Weird one. Really weird. Minus 20% charge. You're certainly not a good Grenadier officer. You could be a decent line officer. Reload speed. Range. Cover. Stamina. Stamina and veterancy gain, yes. Charge. Yes, I'm listening. Morale, yes. Melee damage. Morale damage received. You are an excellent Grenadier officer. I like the stamina. I like the charge. And the veterans again nearly cancels each other out. I like the morale. I definitely like the melee and the grenade throw. And moral damage received is also fairly good. Yeah, I like that. And then we've got Karl Ferdinand von der Glotz. Morale damage received at the cost of speed. Ammo consumption and reload speed. Melee, but the reload speed gets cancelled. Accuracy and range. Artillery range. Yeah, I'm not sold on him. But Friedrich Quirin von Mettau is a good one. Let's buy him. Yeah. The Heavy Brigade, you're on the exact right one. It's a bit of a... I would have loved to rearrange that slightly. I would love to have someone to lead the light ones here who only has basically... I think von Schmettau is perfect, except I should not have taken the volley fire. I was too fanciful of that, but for the light infantry, it doesn't really work that well. We don't need to employ our Jägers as light infantry. We could employ them as line infantry, but why would we? Their open formation is so good, and it allows us to bring such a part of our force to be so strong in the center that it's really a little bit wasted. So I would have loved for this to, for example, be replaced by prepared. Yes, more reload speed, but also ammo consumption is really a concern on these guys. So that would have been fantastic. By the way, you are now too high on the reload. Could try to get rid of that. I'm going to try to rearrange that slightly in between episodes. Yeah, and then from Kleist, he might need to go at some point. The accuracy, I mean, he's a good, fairly decent guy. We're going to keep him, I think. Right. So, that's fine. And let's briefly check on what else we've got. Oh, nice. Lots of yellow things. Lots of yellow things. More yellow things. I like yellow things. We don't need to check that. Excellent pipes. Plus 10% accuracy. Marksman. The reload. These are, interesting enough, probably going to be good at lower tier units. Field musicians. That really important. Fire damage for accuracy. Cover bonus plus 30%. How much have we got on you? Plus 30. Okay. I'm going to see whether there's anything that I really want to buy. And before I do buy it, you guys can rejoin me in the next episode, which is probably going to be up in 12 hours from now. So see you then. Bye bye, guys.